What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers podcast. This weekend, man, we about to be talking about is hip hop destroying the black community, man. I'm in here with Mayor Socrates and Boss Man Jay, and it's your boy Known G. Let's have the production department run this video real quick, man. We're just gonna get in this video that Jim Jones had with the Earn Your Leisure podcast.
Sexy Red's a unicorn. Glorilla's a unicorn.
What unicorn is that?
Huh?
What unicorn?
You don't think Sexy Red's a unicorn?
But when you say unicorn, how are you defining the word unicorn?
A very special person. She's a superhero. She's a rap superhero. I don't think Sexy Red's a rap superhero.
So you're just going by popularity?
No, I'm going by I really been around her and seen what's.
Wait, man, did that nigga just call Sexy Red a fucking rap hero? Like, really a rap hero, man? Sexy Red? The one
he trying to give her props. I get it.
I get that, bro. But like, let's be careful with what we say, because you got kids that watch this shit. You got kids young ladies that want to be like Sexy Red, and people like him is glorifying somebody like her.
He gonna say that.
Like, she's not a fucking a rap hero. Let's not do that. Oh, maybe hero, no.
Type of superhero.
I get it that we want to support everybody, and you can't knock the hustle. We learned that in the basics.
But that's not supporting everybody. How many other female artists do we support?
At what level do we have responsibility as black people to have better messaging than the shit that we've been conditioned
Now, if you
to?
coming from that angle, then yeah, you can.
Facts. Thank you. I'm glad he said that. At what point do you have responsibility? Just because something is popular, even if it's bad for you, at what point do you have a responsibility to say, hey, this stuff is bad for us? Yeah. So I'm glad he said that part. You know, what's his name? Rashad from Earn Your Leisure. I don't know how him and old boy end up on Jim Jones podcast, but I'm glad he holding Jim Jones accountable for some of this dumb stuff he's saying, because rap superstar. What did he say? Rap superhero or rap superstar?
Superhero.
Yeah. And shout out Villager News Station said I threw a brick at my grandma because she didn't give me $50. What the hell?
Control, man. Take your ass on with that dumb shit.
Hey, but I don't see how Earn Your Leisure end up on Jim Jones podcast, but I'm glad they told him something worth something, man, because he really sound like a fool.
Yeah, because that's some bullshit. But we're gonna get back into this bullshit he talking.
Do that angle, but if we coming from the angle of rap, I'm no different than Sexy Red. So you sitting up here and saying I should have had a better message in my rap music.
At some point in time, we got to hold ourselves accountable, and we got to hold our culture accountable.
Okay.
A lot of this shit is embarrassing. Okay. And it's embarrassing because you're looking at it from a standpoint of like, it's okay not to be a perfect person.
When this girl finds out the power that she has, in one moment she could change black girls' lives.
It's not going to happen though, Jim.
Wait a minute.
You know that.
Why not?
Because, like I said,
if he's saying she gonna snap her fingers and change all, but we got to stop these generalizations. We just had that show where we talked about Kendrick Perkins saying that Shadur Sanders was the most powerful black man since Obama. We got to stop doing this old crazy ass shit, man. Come on, man.
He got to be high as fuck. People, it's just the word choice. And I don't know if you're trying to seem like you educated or what, man, but like you sound like a fucking idiot. Especially when you start praising motherfucker who literally promoting being a hoe. Like that's all Sexy Red is. She's literally promoting being a hoe. This bitch went far as the point of making lip gloss out the fucking STDs. This is who you want to call a fucking rap superhero. Like, bro,
What you just said about me? My aggressive exterior is what people always see.
Yeah.
When I came up, you wouldn't think I'd be here having a podcast doing this with y'all, right? Everybody comes to a moment in life, a realization of what they're doing.
Yeah.
My story went from really gang banging to helping that same trajectory to change it.
The problem with that scenario is that you have a legion of people who are not going to grow and have maturation at the same rate that you are. I compare it to like a Lady Gaga. When you remember when she came out, it was all gothic and it was all dark. And then one day she decided, nah, I'm not that anymore. And her fans were like, but that's what we know you for, right? They don't grow with you at the same rate. So if you're doing that and that's your messaging throughout your career and you have that moment, your fans may not have that moment.
She has hella influences on all these.
Yeah, now he just trying to say that since it's a big influence on people that it's a good thing. It's not. Just because it's a big influence does not mean it's good influence. And Gil says whatever the Jewish bosses want to promote, they will promote. So
I believe that.
Bingo. But also let me I want to say what he said there was pretty much the truth there. What he told Jim. The process of you saying that you're gonna take the same people from the culture, the gang banging culture and the street culture, that they're gonna be able to uplift along with you, and you can take them and uplift you. That's not true, because these people are usually still in the hood. They still in the projects. They don't have the income or the financial resources, and able for them to just hit that ground running and then find themselves in different places and doing other things, and then finding out there's more to life. Jim Jones got into the industry, made his money, got around other people, seen other things, and then figured out there's more to life. You can't just say you're going to do that with all these other people. They only listening to your music. They're not in them boardrooms with you. They're not doing all this stuff with you. So that's just not a real statement, in my opinion. Like, you got to be more, those people aren't with you. You got maybe a few people with you that's in your clique that make you see this stuff, but everybody that listens to your music is not seeing everything that you see.
I feel like Jim is being a little disingenuous in his answers. He trying to be pro hip hop, pro youth, I guess, with his statements. But let's just keep it real, man.
It ain't hip hop that's killing the community. It's statements and comments like this. It's people talking like he's talking. That's what's killing the community. Not hip hop itself. Motherfuckers like that saying stupid shit.
And then he talking like a reformed gang member. Jim, you just got caught on that Rico with the 9 Trey Bloods. You just got caught on the wiretap with them. So you talking like you so far removed from gang banging. You really supposed to be in jail with them boys.
But that's what happens when they get themselves caught up in some shit and trying to do whatever he can to get out of it. Now you want to change your life. Now you want to start speaking positive. But
and this is what and this is what Earn Your Leisure is trying to say, is that you speak of certain things in your music, you live in a certain lifestyle, but in reality, if you get caught up living that lifestyle or doing any of that, you're not gonna want to have to own up to it. You're gonna want to be doing, I'm a rapper, I'm an entertainer.
It's just music.
It's just music. You're trying to play both sides of the fence. And what Earn Your Leisure trying to tell him is like, look, we just got to be straight up. This stuff is messing up stuff, because look, even Jim Jones himself is in a messed up situation in certain, you know what I mean? Was even in some messed up situations. So it's like, be honest about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we might all like this music. We might all get entertained by it at certain points. But let's be real. Once you get older, once you start to see how it will affect you or affect your kids or you're not going to allow them to be influenced by this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Jim saw the light when that old white man got on his ass in the airport. Mm-hmm. He found enlightenment then.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely.
But Jim's trying to act like he's so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real.
Yeah, it's like you're not, bro. Like, you definitely gotta take accountability. You know what I'm saying? And then again, we all came up to the same kind of music. I mean, hip hop's basically been the same with different faces, different names. You could say drill for the newer young guys, and you could say gangster rap for Snoop and everybody, and whatever. 90s, 2000s, everybody had their different stuff, but the subject matter somewhat basically just stayed the same. But the quality of the music, I would say, has went down, and the faces have
A
changed.
lot.
You know what I mean? But for the most part, the message outside of the conscious rappers and the rappers that had messages and told you stuff, and you got actual social commentary out the records, that stuff obviously has went down. But we gonna blame Sexy Red all the way? We can't blame her all the way. Why? Because I grew up to Kaya. My neck, my back probably worse than anything Sexy Red done made. I'm gonna be real. My neck,
I
my
don't
back.
know.
Adina Howard.
Oh, Brown.
Adina Howard, you know what I'm saying? All Foxy, all Lil Kim first album, all her album, like all freaky, all whatever. So Trina, the baddest bitch, like the baddest bitch,
So-
damn near crazier than anything Sexy Red done made too. Like
Yeah, but
like,
I'm not putting it on Sexy Red. What I'm saying is Jim Jones shouldn't be promoting shit like this and saying that she's a fucking rap hero. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, and
Like-
I'm not disagreeing with nothing you saying. I'm just
Yeah,
making
not-
a point for the listeners and everybody out there that hey, you know, this has been going on throughout hip hop for a long time. Sexy Red is just a byproduct of what's already been happening the last 35 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no different. Like shit, we had the
She's
69
more blunt with it.
yeah, but we had like the 69 boys and Tootsie Roll and like this shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? She ain't nothing but the new version of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. But she obviously was placed in front of our face. Clearly. She don't got no talent for real like that. Like there's a whole bunch of female artists that can really rap, that really got something to say. Even females that got ratchet rap that are better than her with delivery and sound and all that. But you know, the game don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely agree with you all the way with Mary Socrates that, you know, Jim Jones trying to call her a superhero, like, nah, bro. Sorry. Don't agree with that shit.
Let's get back into it.
Because you're looking at it from a standpoint of like, it's okay not to be a perfect person.
When this girl finds out the power that she has, in one moment she could change black girls' lives.
It's not going to happen though, Jim. You know that.
Why not?
Because, like I said,
What you just said about me, my aggressive exterior is what people
Yeah.
always see.
Yeah.
When I came up, you wouldn't think I'd be here having a podcast doing this with y'all, right? Everybody comes to a moment in life, a realization of what they're doing.
Yeah.
My story went from really gang banging
Yeah.
to helping that same trajectory to change it.
The problem with that scenario is that you have a legion of people who are not going to grow and have maturation at the same rate that you are. I compare it to like a Lady Gaga. When you remember when she came out, it was all gothic and it was all dark. And then one day she decided, nah, I'm not that anymore. And her fans were like, but that's what we know you for, right? They don't grow with you at the same rate. So if you're doing that and that's your messaging throughout your career and you have that moment, your fans may not have that moment.
She has hella influences on all these little girls. You heard?
That's-
At some point, these little girls grow up too. You heard?
Yeah.
And if they are a fan of you, they're gonna follow in suit. The same way kids were a fan of me from gangbanging to see me changing my lives in so many different ways by the hustle I put in front of me. More people.
He's saying that he grew up from a gangbanger. Again, I have to point out, you just was on a Rico with them 6ix9ine and them other guys. A lot of them in jail, been in jail for a while now.
But you still gang banging. You still think.
But you keep bringing up that you a past gangbanger though. He's saying like he passed gangbanging, and people have seen him grow from gangbanging. No, he did.
Because everything I see, you still doing the same shit you were doing when you first came out with your music. Like I don't see no difference besides you having a podcast and them white boy whipping your ass. Like other than that, I don't see nothing to change. You still messy as hell. You still beefing with motherfuckers that you call brother. So this bullshit that you talking now, man, like a real motherfucker ain't hearing it. 'Cause
This
we know
maturity,
it's
this
bullshit.
maturity stuff. Because let's not forget, also you sold Cam out, and now Cam and 50 both laughing at you, but you trying to act like you so mature now. I guess.
Respect me for hustling now than they do for gangbanging.
What group of people in America, race-wise, has the lowest income?
Black people, you would say?
Okay,
Minority, yeah.
black people. Who has the lowest net worth?
It would be black people.
Who has the lowest life expectancy?
It would be black people.
Who has the highest incarceration rate?
It would be black people.
Okay, so at some point in time, if we losing on every statistical category, we got to start to make radical changes. Hip hop has been around for 50 years and it has done good, but it's done a lot of harm too. We got to be honest. And the problem, I think, is that we keep turning a blind eye, but this shit is influential and it's influencing people and it's not helping. Because if it was helping, we wouldn't be at the lowest of every single statistical category possible. So as an intelligent person, sometimes people of the culture, from the culture, can just have honest conversations. Like, look, we got to clean this shit up a little.
Thank you. Can we have an honest conversation?
Yep.
And Jim not being honest. That's all I'm saying. He's not being honest when he's saying this. But they go back to the comment that Gil said earlier in the broadcast, and he said, you know, them people, he down with them people. So that's the only way I can see him getting out of that Rico.
Who are them people?
Them J people.
The Jews?
So, yeah, basically. So that's the only reason he was. And some would say the Illuminati, but you know what I'm saying? That's the only way he got out of that case he had. And now he's talking like he's just such a upstanding citizen in the community, and people looking up to him because he somehow matured.
Shout out to Albert Brown 870 in the comments, man. Says Jim Jones is preaching to those prosecutors that are at his ass. He has been that one. He is as has been that one expected.
Unexpected. I totally fucking agree. And that's what he's doing. He trying to play like he's the good guy, like he's changed. He's found the light and all that shit now because he knows something is coming up. But we ain't falling for it. And I hope they don't fall for your bullshit neither.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, let's clean it up a little bit, bro.
Yeah, say you won't get Kanye here, bro. You can say it. You can say them Jews. You can say it.
Them J people, man.
Yeah, them Jews. Don't worry. I'm gonna be a part of Illuminati soon. So we'll be able to say what we want to say.
Hey, no, you keep that. But hey, I'm glad them boys were holding him accountable though for that dumb stuff he was saying. Jim Jones.
He just look like a fool sitting up there saying this shit. And we know why.
Hey, if this was the 60s, he would be one of them agents. He'd be one of them agents in the community.
Mm-hmm. The house.
Because yeah.
Do we blame all of this years of us being treated on female rappers?
No.
It's a bigger
problem. It's a bigger problem.
Of course, it's a bigger problem. Of course,
I don't
it's a
think
bigger
it's
problem. Stop
the female
deflecting.
rappers that's the problem. Like,
Stop
why are you trying to
deflecting,
make it
though.
like it's them?
He asked a simple question. The question was, has hip hop contributed to the destruction of the Black America? And you took it to Sexy Red, which, yes, it is a part of the problem. We ain't saying the whole problem is her, but you brought up her. She is a part of the problem. So let's stay on topic. The hell?
Yeah, he can't, cause he don't want to tell the truth. He want to make it seem like he's the good guy, he's the intelligent one, and want to suck up to all these people. Man, Sexy Red ain't finna put you on no album or no song no time soon. So stop kissing that booty hole, that brown booty hole.
So hey, that's where we at though. So let's take the vote. Y'all get in the comments and let us know what y'all think about the question. Has hip hop contributed to the destruction of Black America? What'd you say, No?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, we have to be honest. I mean, we can't we can't take away the impact of what music does to the minds and to the soul and the influence it has over you, especially when you may be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. It's something to it. It's something connected to the soul, the beats, the production, what people say. It's a form of mind control if you can't listen to it without understanding that it is actually entertainment, because not everybody listens to the music as a form of entertainment. You got to realize that. Not everybody can just turn on music and they go on with their normal everyday life. Some people believe all the way into these artists. I remember growing up, for instance, there's people who took like Jay Z's word for like took it like for real, like the Bible, like that's how they looked at it, straight up, like because they didn't
I
have like
know.
a they didn't have like a father figure to look at. This is my personal thing. They didn't have like a father figure or like a man to really look at. So music was
Hmm.
like they was their thing. So and
For a
Jay
lot of
Z,
us, I could say
yeah,
that for myself
yeah, like
in a certain
And,
sense.
and you
like so
remember a time in our hood when 3-6 had them niggas in a chokehold.
yeah. I
Man,
mean,
what?
and
Man,
hip hop, and their name is Hypnotized Minds. That's the name of their label. So we're
Yes.
not gonna
they
sit
were
here
doing it.
and yeah, we're not gonna sit here and try to make it seem, even though we may love hip hop, we may love the game, we may love the music that we listen to, like we have memories connected to it, growing up, family, friends, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The first time you probably, you know what I mean, you was dealing with females, songs that you was met, you know what I mean? All kind of stuff like
Hmm.
that shit is connected to you, right? But for you to say that there's not a other side to it, to where there's people that have died to people playing certain songs. They put certain
Facts.
songs on to go and do what they
Facts.
do. And then we also know over the last 15 years with Chicago drill and other forms of drill that have been taken around the
Spread
world.
over. Yep.
You're spread all
Hmm.
around the world and all across the states, and people doing they different renditions of Chicago, trying to lay down their ops in different cities and making songs about people they really laid down and people they done robbed and people they, you know what I mean? That is all influenced through the music. Like kids, a lot of kids now, they don't even want to listen to you unless they feel like you got some bodies like King Von had bodies. Or
Yeah,
whoever rapper got bodies, or NBA Young, but he got bodies. You want to know that you got beef with somebody.
you,
You got
you
real
ain't
life
got no
beef.
real jail time. They ain't trying to hear shit you got to say.
Right, like it ain't about the quality of the music, because yeah, the message necessarily hasn't changed. You know, obviously, like I said, we've had our conscious rappers that have said things and have real messages that we can use in real life, but we've had a lot of the same type of, money, cars, clothes, hoes, right, throughout the last 30, 35 years, right? But the difference is now in the last 10, 15 years is that these motherfuckers want to know if you really have took somebody life. We wasn't worried if Jay Z took somebody life for real. We just want to see if he's going to actually go and make some real music, or
And
or,
make
or
that
who
shit sound fly. But
sound fly, or what I'm saying. We didn't want you to be like no pure cornball, but you know what I'm saying. We wanted to know that hey, you making some
yeah.
real music, you know what I'm saying, or whatever rapper was at the time through the '90s and 2000s, you know what I'm saying. But these last 15, we want to know if you really took somebody life. Like they don't want to connect with it, so that's where you can't be like hip hop didn't have a impact on the black community. I'm sorry, cause if
Shout
I'm
out Gil. Gil says that to a degree, yes, it has contributed to the destruction of the black community. He said mainly because people aren't free thinkers anymore and they can't separate the entertainment from reality.
yeah,
And I think that's kind of
yeah,
true. That has something
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely something to do with it.
a lot.
Albert Brown. Shout out Albert Brown.
Mhm.
So
What do you
what
say?
other
What
type of
other
music
type of music?
promotes the destruction of its own kind, like rap?
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, we
rap
can't
rap
say
is
there
rap is
is.
the worst, but I
Hmm.
think that heavy metal and hard rock they go dive deep into like satanic almost.
Demonic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
but rap really really dives into it. I think my opinion
Because
is
it's
because
because
they
it's the closest to the street, don't you think?
yeah
It's the closest music that's to the street element, I would say. So of course you're gonna get the worst of the worst,
And
you know.
people have really lost their lives um from it, but also people that are profiting off of people dying. Like, we know this. The labels is profiting off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
people are
them J
getting
folks,
views.
them J folks we just talked about.
Right,
Like,
right. They
they
profiting
made
all
it
the
a
way.
business on top of this shit. This shit is a whole business now. Black Death is being monetized. So yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we can't say that Earn Your Leisure is wrong in this conversation. Telling Jim Jones this. We know that, hey, if you listening to it for what you listening to it for, hey man, it's America, freedom of speech. We still gonna bump our music. We still gonna do what we're gonna do. But over here at the Game Changers, man, we're gonna use our mind. We're gonna be free thinkers, and we're gonna say it how it is. We ain't gonna sit here and pump fake. So
For sure.
we had to keep it real. We gotta keep it real, man. Real shit.
Y'all like, share, and subscribe. And tap that Cash App for me.
Yeah.
Like us
Tell
on
a friend to
TikTok,
tell a
Facebook.
Well, unicorns.